Versatile Mage. Chapter 421. Violent Nine Halls. The crowd burst into an uproar when the second soul seed was exposed. When everyone was an intermediate magician, having soul seeds was the key to differentiating yourself from others. Those ranked in the top 400 had a significant advantage on the leaderboard, as everyone at their rank had at least one soul seed. Those with 2 soul seeds were ranked in the top 140. Words were not needed to describe how strong those with 2 soul seeds were. If they had achieved the 3rd tier of their intermediate spells, they could easily be placed in the top 50. Their strength completely outmatched the rest of the students. The strength that Mo Fan had displayed could easily place him in the top 140. He also had 2 4th tier basic spells, so he could easily defeat those with the same cultivation. His true strength should be within the top 100. No wonder he dared to utter such scornful words. He had no reason to be afraid of consecutive battles since he could easily defeat those ranked below 400 with mere basic spells. This transfer student is very impressive. I feel like the fire school is running out of challenges. I have heard of duels between different elements, but I've never seen infighting like this before. The fire school is known for their hot tempers. The students are very proud of themselves too. It feels good to see the transfer student giving him a slap in the face. Said a student from the wind school with a grin. The fire school is going to be famous. They are all picking on a transfer student, yet they found themselves being beaten by him. What do you mean they're going to be famous? I've already uploaded a clip to the school forum. The post already has more than 1,000 replies. Several students from the other elements, anxious to see the world in disorder, had already uploaded video recordings of the duels to the internet. Suddenly, even those who were not present had their attention fixed on the duels. 56th Challenger. He has now defeated 66 people. Who told you that basic spells are useless? The transfer student remains undefeated in his battle against the fire school. All he hopes for is a loss. All kinds of post titles spread wildly on the internet. It went without saying that everyone had a mobile phone. All they needed was a single click to share the clips on their Weibo, WeChat moments, or forums, and the news quickly spread to the people they knew. As the news spread online, those who were bored immediately made their way to the dueling ground. Initially, there were some vacant seats, but they were promptly filled by latecomers. Many initially thought the renowned families were using some marketing strategy to catch attention, yet when the students of the fire school revealed the entire incident, they were convinced it was real. Mo Fan's name quickly spread wildly in the school since he had already defeated 66 challengers. The disciples of the renowned families were infuriated. Normally, the first day of the challenging week would have epic battles between those ranked in the top 100 or even top 50, yet their dueling grounds were fairly empty. They totally lost their motivation to continue the battles. Humph! Mo Fan let out a deep breath. His eyes were fixed on the student in front of him. This student was an expert ranked 124th, who also had 2 soul seeds. After he adeptly used Earth Wave to dodge Mo Fan's basic spells, Mo Fan had no choice but to utilize the full strength of his fire and lightning elements. Mo Fan found those with both fire and earth elements the most annoying. The basic earth spell, Earth Wave, allowed him to dodge his fire burst perfectly, while the intermediate earth spell, Rock Barrier, was the perfect counter to his thunderbolt. Mo Fan was most likely going to waste lots of energy fighting someone with perfect evasion and defense. Humph! You should be content with how far you've come. Your ideas about magic are very unique. You're willing to spend your resources on basic spells. If it weren't for the low energy cost of the basic spells, you wouldn't have come this far. The 124th ranked female student, Li Yuji, glanced at Mo Fan proudly. What are you feeling proud of? Since you're so confident with your defense, I'll crush it with brute strength. Mo Fan was infuriated. He had never seen a girl feeling proud when taking advantage of someone's precarious situation. Following his furious roar, Scorching rose flames burst out from Mo Fan's body like rolling lava. The flames turned into liquid, breaking through Li Yuji's defense violently. Rose flame, fiery fist, 9 halls. Mo Fan had no intention to waste more time with his opponent. If he continued to preserve his strength and energy, it would only cost more of it in the end. He had to admit that Li Yuji's defense with the Cerulean Earth Soul Seed was fairly outstanding, able to stop every attack he had cast so far. However, the fiery fist, 9 halls was famous because of how violent it was. Mo Fan would not believe that it was not enough to blast through the rock barrier. As the fiery fist struck the ground, the whole place began to tremble. The surface of the ground burst open, as a shocking fire pillar jetted out with scorching lava. Following it, the second and third fire pillars appeared simultaneously. 9 astonishing pillars appeared consecutively, producing a formation of 9 halls. The dueling ground was blazing red as the fire pillars combined into a scorching lava pool. Mo Fan, engulfed in flames at the center of the 9 halls, uttered a roar. The power of the fiery fist, 9 halls reached its limit, as the fire pillars, the flames, and the lava combined into the strongest energy, breaking through Li Yuji's soul seed's defense. The cerulean rocks were burned red and shattered into pieces by the impact produced by the fire pillars. Li Yuji had the earth element, thus she did not specifically prepare outstanding defensive equipment. As her second-tier rock barrier broke into pieces, she no longer had any defensive measures. Quick, save her. Wei Rong urged Bai Mei to interfere when the situation went out of control. Bai Mei was also worried that Li Yuji would be turned into ashes by the terrifying flames from the 9 halls. When he was about to make his move, he suddenly realized that Mo Fan had withdrawn the flames forcibly. The scorching flames dispersed fairly quickly. The jetting fire pillars disappeared into the ground, leaving a scorched land behind. In the midst of the remaining flames, Li Yuji backed off in a panic. She blushed when she realized that the destructive attack had vanished. I lost. Li Yuji lowered her head. Despite feeling unwilling, she could no longer stay on the stage. Her opponent had controlled the flames perfectly. If it was someone else, proud as they would not have withdrawn the power of the 9 halls in time. Li Yuji wore a complicated gaze when Mo Fan withdrew his magic. Not everyone could easily fully withdraw a devastating attack within a second, unless they had no intention to harm her from the beginning. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.